over Gabe Bray. And we're just about ready to play basketball in Stewart. Good to be back with you all. And we're underway. Gabe Bray able to just about deflect the tip away from Lloyd, but it goes to Ethan Edwards. Again, a couple of these Eagles stars big on the gridiron as well. Edwards was the quarterback for a portion of the season for Eastern. Here's Ethan Edwards getting the ball back once again. This senior-heavy lineup, he gets it over to Derek Barnes at the corner. Now into the corner, this is Balch at the left elbow. And back to Colton Lloyd at the top. He's going to run the show for a lot of the things they do offensively. Here's a three for Barnes. That's good, and a foul. What a start. Derek Barnes.
Chance to start this game with a 4-point lead on your first scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and one on the three. So the three is good, and he gets a chance to make it 4. Not something you see very often, even less so on the first play of the game. Derek Barnes is, after 2 bounces off the rim, not able to take advantage, but an offensive rebound by Lane Atha. Then we get a travel on the inside by Atha. So still a good possession for Eastern. Start this one out, 3-0 Eagles. Cam Joy will take this ball up the court at the moment. Getting it inside. This is Brody Rudder. And he turns it over at the corner to Barnes. Barnes dribbling it quickly up the floor. This is Edwards, thought about the 3. Checks it down, gets it back to Barnes. Barnes into Balch at the left elbow, back to Barnes at the top. Barnes going to get it into Lloyd. See if he uses that size. And if you watch it on the stream, you'll see as there's a travel back the other way as Lloyd tried to work position inside. When I tell you that when I covered Colton Lloyd as a junior in Hardwood Heroes, the great work that WUB does over there at Ohio University, Colton Lloyd was about 5'9". He is shot up 10, 11 inches plus. As there's Cottrell for 3, that's no good. Rebound going to go back to him. And then he'll take it up 2, can't get the second effort. It's tipped away, and the rebound this time is secured by Brody Rudder. He gets it back to Joy. Joy with the floater, no good again. Rudder fighting for the board, getting it again. What a tough effort there from Rudder inside. And it gets back out to Gabe Bray. Joy gets the call from Josh Vernon. The Eagles are coached by Greg Lloyd. Joy inside, one-on-one with Lloyd. Spinning away. Now he dumps it back out to Bray. Bray in the corner. We'll get it back out to Joy. Patient offense here on this possession. Couple of offensive boards for the Lancers as well. Here's Noah Blake. Gets it back to Bray at the top of the key. He's being defended by his opposite number, Lane Atha. Cottrell at the free throw line. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Blake. Blake in the corner. Good defense as well from Eastern. Patient on both sides. Now it gets back to Rudder. Bray looking for some help. Now he's going to drive inside. Almost lost the dribble. Now he gets it back to Rudder. Nice spin. Can't get it off the glass, but Joy is able to get the rebound and put it right back up and in. So the patience pays off there for the Lancers. And they get on the board. 3-2 now, the Eastern lead. And this is going to be... It's going to be a foul on the Lancers. I think there was some confusion on whether that was a step out of bounds by the Eagles before the foul. As we get our first substitution to the game, Jay Stevens checks in. As there's a nice cut inside and finish. Really good job there by Eastern on the inbound. Ethan Edwards getting on the board for the Eagles. As it's now a 5-2 lead. Cottrell going inside, and we're going to get a foul. Is that going to be a shooting foul? Is the question here. They're going to get that one on Stevens, who just checked in. And it will be a shooting foul. So Cottrell will go to the line for 2 free throws. Obviously, a little bit of a patient start here for both of these teams. Noah, what have you seen so far?
Yeah, patience, the word there. On their last possession, the Lancers had possession for probably at least a minute
upwards of 80 seconds.
Yeah, a very long time, and they were just able to keep that ball in their own hands.
Cottrell didn't get the first one, but does get the second one. 5-3 now, the lead for Eastern. Into the corner, this is Barnes for three. That's no good. Gabe Bray, after a fight, couldn't control the rebound. I think eventually they'll credit that to Noah Blake. At least I will, unofficially. Cam Joy will take that one inside. Now Blake will put up the three. That's good. Noah Blake gives the Lancers their first lead of the night. It's 6-5. Swinging it around, Eastern now have to respond, trailing for the first time. Here's Lane Atha, jump step. Kicks it into the right elbow for Barnes. Nice feed back inside to Atha, good ball movement. Now Stevens spinning away. Derek Barnes, nice jelly inside, but didn't quite have the correct touch. Rebound goes to Rudder, who's got three already in this first quarter. Here's a three from Gabe Bray. That's no good. Rebound is bouncing around. Who's going to get it? Is it going to go out of bounds? Yes, it will. I think they're going to get this off of Eastern last.
And these last couple minutes, we've seen a huge downtick in the penalties that we started off with at the beginning of the game, so it's nice to see them cleaning stuff up here.
Joy will get the ball off the inbound at the logo. They'll set the offense. He looks towards Coach Vernon. Now has the play. He'll initial fake. There's a screen by Cottrell. He'll duck off to his left. Thought about putting up the shot. Now kicks it into the right elbow. Bray for three. That's good. Lancers heating up from beyond the arc. Couple of threes on back-to-back possessions. And it is a 9-5 lead now for the Lancers. It's a quick 7-2 run. We get another substitution here for Eastern, a deep bench. Obviously, this whole team, again, everybody I've got listed on this roster is a senior. So they have the trust in this older group to make the plays. As Hunter Needs checked into the game there. Sam Balch will now take it at the top. Balch will get it back to Derek Barnes. Barnes inside to Lloyd. Haven't really seen Lloyd go to the hoop just yet. Kicks it out this time to Edwards for three, and that is money. Great offense there from the Eagles, and a great response, 9-8.
Yeah, once the Eagles can just start getting those opportunities, I think this game will be incredibly back and forth.
That's what you're seeing so far. Rudder tried to take it up, and they're going to get a foul on the inside. I think they're going to get this one on Balch. Or no, they will get it on Barnes, excuse me. It'll be a shooting foul, so 13 on 13 there. Barnes on Rudder. Rudder will go to the line, try and get his first points, and he comes up short on the first free throw. Rudder's a big player in this game simply because the Lancers don't really have another player with the size that Rudder does to compete with the Eagles at the moment. You look at some of the heights on this roster. Cam Joy is listed at 6'1". He's about the tallest player on this Federal Hocking team, aside from Rudder, who don't have a size listed for him, but I'd guess it's about a 6'3", 6'2" for him. So the Lancers are going to need him inside, especially against the 6'7" Lloyd. As here is Lloyd right on cue on the inside, spinning, nice pass outside, three ball, no good, and a nice rebound by right on cue, the shortest player on the court, and that's Dylan Haynes, who's off the bench for the Lancers. And Joy that time almost had it taken away by the Eagles, but in the process, there was a foul. They got Ethan Edwards on a slight reach, I think, there. So that is a third foul of the period by the Eagles.
Yeah, but I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing on defense from the Lancers here. They are taking out the biggest threat on the Eagles.
Another three from Bray, that's money. Gabe Bray came to shoot today. He's got 6. 2 threes already. Here's Edwards trying to respond in kind. That one's no good. Nice rebound by Gabe Bray right there. And the Lancers will go back the other way. Right now, the Lancers out-rebounding Eastern 7-1 at the moment. That is a pretty big difference in this ball game as it's 13-8 with 2:20 to go in this first quarter. Joy will set the offense into Haynes. Haynes on the inside back to Rudder. Gets it back to Joy at the left elbow. Joy being defended primarily by Edwards. Now they get it to Cottrell. It's got Lloyd on him. Rudder on the outside into Joy. Tried to poke it away from Edwards, but Joy was able to get the position on the inside. Or was that? It might have been Cottrell, excuse me. Cottrell was able to get the positioning on the inside ahead of Edwards. and put the bucket up and in. It's now 15-8. As Barnes now will get it back. Eastern now, after that great start, need to figure out the offense a little bit, as right now the Lancers are putting the baskets up and in, as that was not a foul called, and an air ball there by Eastern. Joy will take it quickly up the floor inside to Bray. Quick pass, quick feed. Bray can't get the first one to go, is able to get his own rebound. And right now, you wouldn't think that Eastern has the size advantage the way that the Lancers are out rebounding them. That's another awkward rebound, and this time Edwards is able to get it, and then there's a foul by Bray as the ball was in transition there. That's a second foul on Gabe Bray, so that's something to keep an eye on here as this first quarter comes to a close. Bray will have to check out with the 2 fouls. Back into the game comes Noah Blake. Inbound in quickly. Here's Colton Lloyd for 3. That's good, and that's just the size. You can't close that out effectively. And he just has such a high pointed release that it's such a difficult thing to stop, and that was a perfect example of it right there as Lloyd gets on the board for the first time tonight. 15-11 right now, under a minute to play in this first quarter. Joy spinning away was fouled. They're gonna get this one on Edwards. If that's on Edwards, that's his second foul as well, so he'll probably have to check out of the game. He's the leading point scorer for Eastern with 5 points as of now, as Derek Barnes checks back in.
And I'm liking on both teams the offensive design. I think both teams are really getting a lot of good shooting lanes.
Good quick ball movement from the Lancers, and there's another foul, and that is going to send Cam Joy to the free throw line. It wasn't a shooting foul, but that is the 5th foul of the period on the Eagles, and that will send Cam Joy to the line for a couple of free throws, as the Lancers done a great job here in this opening quarter of getting to the bucket, forcing the fouls, as that free throw is no good. First time from Cam Joy. Right now, a couple Lancers doing the damage. It's Joy who's got 6. Joy has 4. Gabe Bray has 6. He's leading the way. He's on the bench right now. There's Lloyd. Can't get the roll off the rim. Back the other way. Rebound was secured there by Brody Rudder. 15-11 still as Joy gets it back into Mosiah Cottrell. 28 seconds to go. Cottrell gets it back to Dylan Haynes. Haynes cutting away from Needs. Now he kicks it in the corner to Rudder. Back to Haynes, 18 seconds. Haynes slicing inside, kicks in the corner. 3 is good. Noah Blake drills it. Eastern now a little shell shocked. They're down by 7. Lloyd with a long 3. Would have been good if it goes. Did not go. And it's a 7-point lead for the Lancers at the end of the first quarter. It is 18-11. As we mentioned, Eastern's got work to do in the second frame. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio. At the heart of our
second quarter on tap. 18-11. What a great start. The Lancers have hit 4 threes, 2 apiece from both Noah Blake and Gabe Bray. And that is the big foundation of their lead at the moment. 18-11. They'll get the ball here to start the second quarter. Dylan Haynes back into the game. Bray will stay on the bench with those 2 fouls he picked up in the first quarter. Now Haynes getting it back outside, had it tipped away, and Blake's able to pick up the pieces. Noah Blake into the corner. Here's Cottrell, who's typically a sharpshooter from 3. Cottrell can get hot at any moment. Now Joy has it back. He's got Sam Balch defending him on the inside. And we got I think a 3-second call potentially there on the inside. I think that's what they got, unless they got a travel. I didn't see, but I think it is a turnover regardless. They got a foul there on the Lancers. Back the other way go the Eagles. Balch lost it, and now we get a foul on Haynes. We can't believe it.
I don't know if I can either.
I mean, I will say the refs have been it has been physical, and I think the refs are calling the majority of the physicality tonight. We're going to see Ezra Harris check in here for the Lancers now. Haynes got to check out. Barnes will inbound here for Eastern, looking inside to Lloyd. Now Lloyd is able to get it back at the 3-point line. He's got Cottrell one-on-one, kicks it into the corner. Here's a 3 for Balch, no good. Rebound, Barnes, he kind of tried to tip it back onto the hoop, didn't get it, and Joy was able to pick up the rebound there. So I don't know what Barnes was really thinking there. He didn't really have, I think, what he wanted. Now Joy's able to get it back up on offense for the Lancers. Still 18-11. Here's Mosiah Cottrell at the top of the key. Gets it back to Joy. Being defended high up. Here's Rudder, who's played a lot tonight. It's good to see him back on the floor. Blake almost lost that. Barnes able to get it back, and now Barnes was able to tap it away. Now it's a run out for the Eagles, and that's an easy lay for Derek Barnes. Good defense there. Transition into good offense for the Eagles. Here is Ezra Harris, the sophomore, who tries to get it to Rudder. He lost the handle. Going back the other way is Alta, and that isn't over the back. If you're watching on stream, you're going to know exactly what I'm referring to here. He kind of pulled his hands back almost to take the pass back. Like, you know, when you're on like a 2K or a FIFA and you know you made a bad pass and you try and like spam the button so that you can take it back. Well, that's what he kind of tried to do that in real life. Unfortunately, it don't work on the courts here in Southeast Ohio like it does on NBA 2K. So it was an over and back violation. Eastern turns it over. Lancers get the ball back. Still 18-13. Here's Harris. Gets it back to Bray, who's back into the game now with the 2 fouls. Got double team on Cam Joy. Gets it back into the corner. Here's Bray for 3. No good. Rebound goes to Sam Balch. Right now, Eastern's just not doing what they need to do on the boards. Barnes is able to keep that one in just about. A little bit of an errant pass there from Lloyd. Back to Sam Balch. Balch back to Atha. And now we're going to get a kickball on the Lancers. So it'll stay with Eastern. Ethan Edwards checks back into the game for Derek Barnes. All the way back out up top to Balch. Now inside to Lloyd. Jump step, floater, no good. Got his own board. Put it back up and got the roll the second time. Colton Lloyd doing some damage offensively now. He's got 5 points. And the lead is back down to 3. I think you were right about that back and forth aspect, Noah. It feels like it is going to kind of be that game of runs. Here's Rudder trying to get one started, and he does. The Lancers are red hot from 3. That's another one. That's 5 made threes for the Lancers in this game. Here's Lloyd trying to go to work offensively for Eastern. Lloyd gets by Bray, puts up the floater, no good. And the rebound is picked up by Mosiah Cottrell. Joy going back the other way. Joy slicing, dicing at the free throw line. Cutting inside, put it up with the left. Tough finish there and a good one from Cam Joy. Now Edwards spins around and puts it up and in. The pace picking up here as it's now a 6-point lead for the Lancers, 23-17. That one was up and good as well from Eastern.
Yeah, I think the players were kind of trying to find the perfect opportunities to shoot, and now they're just like, well, I'm just going to go.
Here's Harris, who's into the game still. Now Rudder back out to Joy for three. The Lancer barrage continues from beyond the arc. That time it didn't go, though. There's a rejection by Lloyd, and they called a foul on it. I think he just grazed the hand of Cottrell as he went for that block. So it'll send Mosiah Cottrell to the line for a couple of free throws. Coming back out of the game now is Hunter Needs. Back in is Barnes. Quick break for him.
And somehow in this one, the Lancers are better from behind the arc than they are from the line.
Yeah. As Cottrell's able to get the roll on the second one, and we'll get a substitution. Cottrell will check right out of the game after making that second free throw. And Eastern will go back to work offensively, trailing by 7, 24-17. Ethan Edwards has the basketball, gets it into Colton Lloyd. Lloyd back to Barnes, who hit that three in the start of the game. Here's Edwards, who's had some threes of his own. That one's no good. Haynes able to get the rebound. He'll take it up the floor with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go. Try to get in the corner. Heads up play there by Barnes to knock it out of bounds at the end line. It'll be Fed Hawk basketball there with 4:04 to play.
Man, number 3, Dylan Haynes, he is fast.
Yeah. Again, he's the shortest player on the court pretty much any given moment. If there's a long three that doesn't go, and now that's a bad decision there from Gabe Bray, and Coach Josh Vernon was visibly upset about it because he went for an over the back, and that's a third foul, third personal on Gabe Bray. So now he has to sit out for probably the rest of the half here. And again,
yeah, and some of that I can give some leeway to in the first quarter as you're trying to figure out where the ref's boundaries are, but
we got to know with the two. It's more about the two fouls more than anything. You got to know. You can't have that happen because now you really can't play the rest of this quarter. Can't have a fourth foul heading into halftime. As here's Colton Lloyd back into Lane Atha. Atha back to Barnes at the top of the key. Gets it back to Lloyd. He's got Cottrell on him. Lloyd, beautiful spin move, and then we get the foul on the shot by Joy. They got Cottrell on the foul.
And
so Lloyd will go to the line for 2.
Not a ton of shooting fouls from the Lancers. Not a lot of free throws taken by the Eagles here.
First free throw was no good from Lloyd. They'll try to make up for it here on the second attempt. Colton Lloyd's got 5 points so far tonight. A board to go along with it. Can't get that, but the rebound is secured by Lane Atha into the corner. This is Balch, puts up an awkward shot. It goes down. It was behind the backboard a little bit, but it was a well-angled shot and a good finish there. As Atha was able to get the board. Great opportunity. There's another three. I was trying to write down who got the rebound. I didn't see who got that one. Noah, you see who got that one?
I did not.
Oh, man.
I was looking at the rosters.
Well, the Lancers stay red hot from beyond the arc. 27-19. There's a shot that's no good, and it comes off of Barnes, and that'll be Fed Hawk basketball. You know, for a team that hasn't won a game in 7 tries, these Lancers sure look motivated to get in the win column tonight.
Yeah, and as a Jets fan, I see what a losing streak can do to a team, and the motivation it gets you to finally get that first win after a while is heartening, honestly.
It is. We saw it with Trimble against this Federal Hocking team just a couple of weeks ago, as we saw with Alexander as well against Trimble, as there's Lloyd using his size down low. Nice finish. And we get a timeout by Eastern. And Coach Lloyd is not happy about something, as we're going to take a timeout so he can help sort his team out. They're down by 6. 2:43 to go. Quick timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, We're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump, State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business,
Not happy in that timeout for Eastern. He was getting on his guys. I don't know for what, but he was getting on his guys as Eastern are down by 6 at the moment. Still very much in this ball game, and there's a steal trying to get him right back into it. This might be an over and back. Yeah, they did call it an over and back because it came off of Barnes' last. That's a good call by the officials. Came off of Barnes' last, so it was technically Eastern basketball. And then Atha touched it with a foot still behind the end line, or behind the halfway line, should say. So it'll be a Lancer inbound here from Noah Blake, who's got, I think Blake hit that last three because he's got 9 now. That one that we both missed for various reasons. Here's Haynes now back going to work. He's back on the floor. Haynes inside to Joy, gets it back to Blake. Blake at the free throw line now, back to Joy. Joy being defended at the top here by Balch. Joy gonna try and slice inside, spinning his way, jump step. Still needs some help, trying to fashion some space, couldn't get it. Rebound goes to Balch. Quickly up the floor go the Eagles. Here's Ethan Edwards. Edwards into the corner, nice catch and shoot by Barnes, but the three a little long. Who's that gonna be off of? It will be off of Blake on the inside. Lloyd couldn't quite get his hands on. He's got a size advantage on Noah Blake inside, but he couldn't get the hands on it. It'll be Edwards on the inbound. Lloyd will try and get it outside. Now he will get it at the free throw line. Inside to Edwards. Quick pull-up jumper. Nice ball movement and good finish there from Ethan Edwards. Another assist. Colton Lloyd has got a number of assists tonight. Doing a great job there and getting the Eagles on the board and within 4, 27-23 now as Ezra Harris is into the game. He's being defended by Lloyd on the outside. Slicing inside now was Rudder. Now Blake had it tipped away. Can Edwards keep this one in? Yes, he can. What an acrobatic play. Lloyd jump step inside and finish.
Beautiful finish there.
That's the experience right there. This senior heavy squad for Eastern doing the damage. And they are back to within 2. First time they've been this close since early in the first quarter. Now Joy at the free throw line trying to get the Lancers back. There's a nice pump fake. Blake with the floater. That looked awkward. It went in anyways. He won't care.
Looked like it came out off on the side of his hand there.
Yeah. It was awkward, but it worked, and the Lancers won't care how they go down as long as they do. How about double-digit points for Noah Blake? 11 points for him. As the Eagles now have to get back in it again. 29-25. 38 seconds to go in this first half. Eastern still trailing as they have for the entirety of the second quarter. Lloyd inside looking for Balch. Balch gets to Barnes. Eastern look relatively content here to take the last shot, even down 4. Atha gets it to Edwards. 16 seconds to go in what's been a pretty quick first half, all things considered. Atha spinning inside to Balch. Balch in the corner. Barnes for 3. Rolls in. 3 seconds. The long shot from Blake. No good short, and that's the perfect end to the half for the Eagles. It started with a Barnes 3. It ends with a Barnes 3. And now it is just a 1-point game as we head to the locker room. This is the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105. We'll check back in when we come back. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on. Be reliable heating and cooling. Airclaws Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclaws, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on.
Spring, as we get ready here at halftime, a good second half on tap. 29-28, the Lancers have been red hot from beyond the arc. How about 6 made threes over the course of this game? They've got 29 points, and over half of them are from beyond the arc. Noah Blake's been responsible for 3 of them. Gabe Bray's got 2 as well, and the Lancers have been red hot from 3, and that's the reason they're leading this game right now, Noah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been nearly automatic for them from behind the arc. I haven't seen a lot of three-point shots miss. They seem to be knowing when and where it's okay to make those shots, and making the right choices, honestly.
They're making the right choices, and they're getting good looks, too. A lot of these threes have been wide-open threes, right? And those are a lot easier to make than when, for example, you have a 6'7" Colton Lloyd chasing you down. So Lancers doing a good job, but then defensively on the opposite side of the floor, they're doing a good job with Colton Lloyd, I think. Obviously, he's got that size, and that's a tough thing to deal with, but I think they're doing a good job of working the double teams, not allowing him to easily, with the exception of 1 or 2, because you can allow 1 or 2, but when it becomes like that 5th, 6th try where he gets in there too easily, then it becomes a problem. But they're doing a good job of limiting what Colton Lloyd can do inside. And really, the issue for the Lancers right now, I think, after all that, is they've played a really good first half, but they're only up by 1. What can they do in this second half to try and tighten things up and maybe jump back to a bigger lead?
Well, I think the most obvious thing is obviously the penalties. It's been rough. Both teams, but particularly the Lancers, have not been particularly gentle. Not a lot of them have been shooting fouls, to be fair. I think they probably have taken more free throws than Eastern has here, but they still have a lot of penalties, and it's going to be a tightrope to walk here in the second half.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to be careful. Again, Gabe Bray's got the 3 fouls, so you have to be careful there not to commit another one, and then, you're right on the edge of being, ruled out for the rest of the game. And for Eastern, I think on the opposite side, right, I think consistency on offense, right? They haven't had, I think, a good run of 2 or 3 made buckets in a row in terms of possession. So I think you need to try and do that a little bit more and get Colton Lloyd more involved, right?
Yeah.
Get him the basketball. We've seen Lloyd have to kick it out a bunch of times, right? And I think that's what the Lancers want him to do. I think if you're Colton Lloyd, be aggressive. Get to the cup. Make things tough for that Lancer squad. Get on the offensive glass. Because right now, Federal Hocking's out rebounding Eastern by, a number of points. So it's a very, very tight game, and we're just going to have to wait and see who comes out on top. Teams are back out here getting ready for the second half. We'll do the same as well, as we've got about 3 minutes to go until the end of the halftime break. We'll step aside until then. We'll come back, second half action. You're listening to and watching the Athens County Game of the Week on Total Media Sports.
Air Clause Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Air Clause, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for
shared
insurance?
community of people that need support.
We've grown exponentially, and I really see the next 5 to 10 years being a similar story. The opportunities are endless.
Second half on tap here in Stewart. It's a 1-point lead for Federal Hocking, a slender advantage. It is 29-28. Let's take a look real quick at the TVC-Hocking standings here as we head into the second half of action. We've obviously got a few games left to decide a conference champion, but right now the Southern Tornadoes are in business. 7-0 in the conference, 11-2 overall. This team is very good, led by Reed Brenninger, who's done such a great job for them over the course of the year. Looking at the rest of the standings, Waterford is 4-3 in the conference, but just 6-9 overall. Belpriest 4-3 in the conference, 8-7 overall. Eastern's 3-4, 6-12 overall. Federal Hocking is 2-5 and 4-12 overall. And Trimble rounds it out at 1-6. 5-13 overall. So Southern in firm command of the TVC-Hocking at the moment, but if they were to slip a couple times late in the season, it could potentially open the door for a Waterford or a Belpre, or maybe even an Eastern with a late run to sneak in there, maybe try and get a share. Eastern does have Southern coming up on the schedule, as does Federal Hocking. As we get started here in the second half, Eastern will control the basketball, get it to Colton Lloyd, all the way swung back around to Barnes. That looked awkward, but he got it up and in anyway. Barnes with a jump step inside and then a nice finish. And Eastern reclaims the lead for the first time since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Lancers going back to work. There's a steal by Edwards. Ethan Edwards going back the other way, as now they get a foul, and that is on Gabe Bray, who is back into the game. He tried to draw a charge. It's a risk, a big risk. And now Gabe Bray will have to take a seat once again, now with 4 fouls on the game.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see this early into the second half.
Free throw is made by Edwards. It was a great take by Ethan Edwards. Made the first, made the second, and Eastern leads it by 3.
I think that was the first time we saw either side make both.
Yeah, free throws have been an issue tonight. Joy now trying to slice back inside. He's got 4 Eagles on him, doesn't matter. Right to the cup goes Cam Joy. Great finish there. As Joy's up to 8 points. Now Barnes with a 3. That's money. Derek Barnes had nobody in the vicinity, and he was able to drill that 3. Barnes has made 3 threes tonight. And he's into double-digit points with 10. 13, I should say. Now inside, we're going to get a foul on Lane Atha, trying to defend Brody Rudder on the inside. Noah Blake will inbound the ball for the Lancers, who are down by 4 now, 31-35. Great start to the second half for the Eagles. There's Barnes with a takeaway right off the inbound. Some pressure, but he lost it. And they're going to get a foul on Barnes, I believe. Yeah, they will. So that, a fortuitous break there for the Lancers. They're just right back where they started. And there was a foul there on Barnes. They're back at the end line again, and they'll switch the inbounder this time. It'll be Cottrell who will inbound it. He'll get it inside to Joy. That one's poked away. Guess who? Barnes again. Now Lloyd. Quickly up the floor. Nice feed, and Edwards with the finish.
Man, they, at the end of the second quarter, their finishes got incredible, and it's been...
They have put their foot on the gas here early in the second half. Blake has it at the top of the key, gets it back into Ezra Harris, who's probably going to have to play a lot here in this third quarter with Bray on the bench with the 4 fouls. Inside, this is Joy. He's got Atha and Balch on him. Spins away, no good. Rebound is secured by Joy. Puts it back up, can't get the roll, but he will get 2 free throws. They got that one on Sam Balch. That's his first foul. And the second free throw is no good after he made the first. Back the other way go the the Eagles. Into the corner, this is Barnes, pump fake, now he pulls, he's fouled. A little too overzealous on the block attempt there was Rudder, and that will be 3 free throws now for the Eagles. So 3 free throws incoming for Derek Barnes, senior guard, who's been playing pretty much since he was a sophomore for the Eagles. First free throw in and down. 38-32. The Eastern advantage at the moment. Second free throw good as well. Barnes right now leading the way with 15 points for the Eagles.
Yeah, and
2 scores in double digits, and neither of them are Colton Lloyd. Third free throw was no good, but guess who gets his own rebound? It's Barnes. And he does turn it over instantly, though, to Joy, and then he tries to steal it back. I think this is going to be off of Barnes. It is. So Barnes able to fight there for the rebound, but then had it poked away. Tried to poke it right back. Couldn't get the second roll. And it'll be a Federal Hocking Game about right in front of us here. In front of our commentator booth setup. Goes back into the backcourt for Cottrell, and he'll get it back to Joy, and the Lancers will reset up the offense. Over the halfway line, 5:37 to go. Here's Cottrell. He's got Lloyd on him, tight. Cottrell into the corner. Here's a 3 from Rudder. That's no good. Blake tips that one out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball. Back up the floor go the Eagles. They're in their green and white, going from our left to right. Inside to Lloyd, who, as Noah mentioned at the halftime break, he's got 2 and 3 on him at every turn. That one is no good. Rebound by Cottrell. Quickly up the floor to Blake, and he's fouled by Barnes. It's going to be 2 shots for Noah Blake, who leads the way for the Lancers with 11 points at the moment. Blake's first free throw, no good. Second free throw is also no good. Rebound, who's that off of last? Eventually, Lloyd just says, why leave it to chance? I'll just grab it, which he did. Into the corner now. This is Lloyd inside, using that size to his advantage. Good feed inside from Sam Balch, and it is a 9-point lead. And the Eagles have exploded out of the halftime locker room. It's a 12-3 run to open this second half. Inside, Joy got the roll. Nice finish from Cam Joy. He's up into double digits.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say out of the locker room, because I do think a lot of this is carried over momentum from the end of the first half.
I think you're right. That 3 right there at the end by Barnes. The Eagles have been on it here in this third quarter as well, as we tick under halfway to go in it. Barnes shot that one. It was Edwards, actually, and he didn't get it to go. 4:02 to go in this third quarter. Joy back inside, puts up the floater. That's no good. Rebound Edwards. Back up the floor goes Ethan Edwards.
Lloyd is wide open in the corner here. He's asking for the ball.
Now he gets it, and we get a timeout by Eastern. This will be a full minute timeout. We'll step aside as well. TVC basketball when we come back. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Since
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on. Be Reliable Heating and Cooling. Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor?
Geared up for the rest of this third quarter. 3:43 to go. And the Lancers in need of a comeback now. They had the lead as we entered the second half. It was a slender one, just 1 point, and the Eagles, like Noah mentioned right before the break, carried some of that momentum that they had in the second quarter over into the second half. And now it's a 7-point lead that the Eagles hold. The Lancers have led by as many as 9. The Eagles by that many as well, as there's a foul on the inside by Ezra Harris. And that's going to send the Eagles back to the line for a couple of free throws. It's going to be Hunter Needs who will take said free throws. First free throw no good is here on the near side. Coach Vernon kind of asking the question of the official. Always good to see those civil conversations. I think it's important. I've talked about it a couple of times. I think it's good for referees and coaches to have positive communication as opposed to coach or ref just yelling one way or the other, as the second free throw doesn't go down, but it'll be out of bounds off the Lancers.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of times when you want to see your coach getting worked up.
Of course. That's why I think the positive conversation's good. As Lloyd ducks inside, quick shot to free throw line, doesn't roll. Rebound is picked up though by the Eagles, who have done a much better job on the glass in this second half. It was Balch who got the rebound. Now it's into Edwards. Edwards fires it inside. Lloyd had it tipped away, went back to Edwards, back up and off the glass. What a tough finish.
This is what I mean. They are making high-level finishing plays here.
Ethan Edwards having himself a night. He's got 15 right now. And right now the Lancers in need of some help. That won't help as Lloyd pokes that one away. Quickly up the floor goes Balch for 2, and there's another foul by the Lancers. They'll get this one on Brody Rudder. And there'll be another 2 free throws. The Eagles have been frequent flyers at the line here over these last few minutes. 2:45 to go. It's a 10-point lead, largest of the game for either team, as Balch's first free throw comes up short. Joy will come back in, and it's a second foul of the game on Brody Rudder, who will check out. Second free throw no good. Lloyd is able to tip the rebound, but he committed a foul in the process, so it will be an offensive foul. Lancers will retain the basketball, 34-44. And this will actually send the Lancers to the line, with the Eagles sending Federal Hocking over the limit. So Cam Joy will shoot a couple free throws for that offensive foul. First one rolls in off the rim as it goes back to a single-digit game for the Lancers, 44-35 now. Second free throw is good as well. Quickly up the floor go the Eagles. Quickly into the corner. This is Needs. Spins away initially. Now gets it all the way back to Edwards. Edwards gets it back to Jay Stevens, who's back into the game. Good ball movement here from Eastern. Swinging it back to Lloyd at the top. He's got Cottrell on him. Inside to Edwards at the free throw line. Back to Lloyd. Lloyd spinning. Right hand, no good. And the rebound is tipped out and away, picked up by Hunter Needs of Eastern. Back inside. This is a floater. That's good. That's Balch. And a second chance opportunity is cashed in by the Eagles.
Yeah, great fake out. Great running into the paint there.
Quick screen set by Cottrell for Joy. Joy spinning inside, tried to put it into Cottrell, had it knocked away from behind. Good defense by Stevens, and then Cottrell gets it up and in. And one opportunity incoming for the Lancers. Stevens took one too many swipes. And Cottrell was able to get the second one up and in, and Stevens did commit the foul in the process. A little bit of confusion there as to who was coming out for Eastern. Stevens thought it was him initially. It'll be Needs checking out as Derek Barnes comes back into the game for the Eagles. Cottrell with a chance to make it a three-point play, which he's able to take. 39-46. Quickly up the floor go the Eagles. Talked about the ebbs and flows. Maybe a flow just swinging back towards the Lancers on these last couple possessions. Barnes on the outside. All the way back out top to Lloyd. Lloyd gets it over to Stevens in the corner. Lloyd grabbed it away from the rushing Balch. Now he gets it back to him. Here's Edwards for three. No good. Rebound. Balch kept it in somehow, but it went right to Ezra Harris, who gets a rebound on his butt. And back the other way. There was a knockout by Barnes, so the Lancers will retain possession. Not on the baseline, but right next to their head coach, Josh Vernon. Another substitution for the Eagles. It'll be Balch who checks out, and Needs will come right back into the game. Inside now, this is Cam Joy. Joy back to Needs. Here's Cottrell for three. No good. Rebound picked up by Barnes. That's his second. And Derek Barnes gets back to Edwards. That's a big opportunity there for the Lancers. Open three for Cottrell. He's good for money on those a lot of the time. Shot was online, just a little strong off the back bumper. Now Lloyd inside. Quickly in the corner. Needs for three. That's long. Rebound goes to Stevens, who fires it all the way back out. It's picked up by Needs. Now Edwards has some space. Edwards slicing inside for two. No good. Got his own board. Put it up and in. Ethan Edwards doing a great job of fighting for every point there. He's got 15 points, Ethan Edwards, leading the way with all scorers at the moment. 39-48 with 30 seconds to play. That one's thrown away by Harris. Quickly up the floor, and the floater is put in by Barnes. 39-50, just a disastrous couple possessions there for the Lancers. And now firing it in. And in quickly, there's a spinning move by Joy. 3-4 bounces off the rim. It doesn't go. Joy got his own rebound. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And this half-court heave, I don't think will count even if it goes. It doesn't. And Cottrell there kind of took a little bit of an awkward fall. He's wincing in pain as he walks off the floor. And the Lancers with much work to do in the final frame. But the Eagles have turned it around. They were down by 1 at the end of the first half, and now they lead it by 11 as we head to the fourth. How about a 22-10 quarter? Again, math, not the strong suit, but we're able to just about get it done there. It's a 22-10 quarter there for the Eagles. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
When you make Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps.
Live on Total Media Sports. Again, we appreciate you whether you're listening to us on Pure Rock 105 WXTQ or if you're tuned in over on YouTube on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel. Give a huge shout out to our stream crew, Josh, Shane, and company. They're doing a great job getting all these games up and on the air. Working through the snow as well. We're getting you this high school basketball. We're going to have plenty more. Make sure to keep an eye on our social media pages for some of these reschedules. We had a couple of games. We would have been back here last night if it weren't for a cancellation. That Federal Hocking Waterford girls game has a lot of implications. That game's rescheduled for February 7th. So keep an eye on that in a couple weeks. Cottrell for three, no good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds by Barnes. It'll be Lancer basketball still as Gabe Bray checks back in. Had to sit pretty much that whole third quarter, and he's still got those 4 fouls. So.
Yeah, he had about 20 seconds into the third quarter before committing his fourth. They were just trying to play it safe.
I think if you're Eastern, you just want to attack him on offense, potentially. As Bray now gets it back. On offense here for the Lancers, he'll slice inside, he'll put it up, and he'll be fouled. They'll get Barnes. I believe that's Barnes' either third or fourth foul as well. Or no, they didn't get it on Barnes, they got it on Needs. That's probably a good thing for Barnes, as it's second foul on Needs, as Bray's first free throw is no good off to the right.
Yeah, but as you said, on offense, they're just going to target Bray here. They did it right away in the third quarter, and it worked out. So it's going to be hard for him to stay completely out of the way and basically just let them score on him.
Second free throw good from Bray. Gets it back to a 10-point game. It's 50-40 right now, the Eastern lead. See if the Lancers can get back into things here in this fourth quarter. That's inside to Lloyd. He's got Cottrell on him. Lloyd spinning inside, and despite the contact, fought through it. Colton Lloyd with some elite finishing moves. He's had a really good complimentary game, and there's another example of it right there, just poking that one away, and now he's in the corner, passes up the three, spinning inside, and had that one denied by Cottrell. What a great job there defensively by Mosiah Cottrell, as Lloyd gets right back up to his feet. Colton Lloyd inside, dumps it back off. Fighting to the hoop is Balch. He can't get it. Cottrell able to secure the rebound. Well, Haynes going back the other way. Lancers can go on a little bit of a run here. They'll make this fourth quarter super interesting. Rudder could hit a three to make it more interesting. That one's no good. Lloyd able to fight and secure the rebound after some bounces around. Now quickly back up the floor. Lloyd passes up the three. Jump step inside. Good defense there by Joy, or they get a foul, I think, on the inside. I'm not sure if they're going to get this on Joy. No, they're not going to get it on Joy. I didn't think Joy committed a foul. They got it on Haynes, I think, trying to stop Lloyd getting his own rebound there.
How about that? The shortest and the tallest player on the court, about a foot of height difference between them, but they are both nearly equally exciting players.
Lloyd's got 12 points after that made free throw. Edwards still leading the way with 17 for the Eagles. The Eagles have three scorers in double digits: Edwards, Lloyd, and Barnes, as we get a full minute timeout here for the Lancers as they try to get back into this game. They're down by 13, 53-40, 6:19 to play. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Wendy's new French toast.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development and certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work.
And he has really come alive here in this fourth quarter.
He made some big plays on both ends of the floor, a couple of steals. I mean, he is stuffing the stat sheet. I don't have everything, but he's got a number of assists. I've counted at least 3 steals. As the second free throw is no good. Rebound picked up there by Excuse us for that technical difficulty. We should be back. You didn't miss too much, just one quick Eastern bucket. It's a 56-40 lead now as the Eagles able to keep themselves well in front right now. It's a 16-point advantage, and the Lancers had that great start, and now they just haven't really been able to fully take advantage in this second half. There's a three from Joy that's no good. And the game that was razor tight at halftime has just been dominated in this second frame by the Eagles.
Yeah, obviously that shot didn't get made, but I really liked that look. Just a soft toss while you block for the guy to shoot the three.
Eagles going back to work on offense. It's a 16-point lead now for them. Lloyd back on the outside and looks a little confused there, needed some help. Swings it all the way back into the corner now. Eventually it gets to Lane Alpha, or Atha, should say. Lloyd back in the opposite corner. He's got Cottrell on him tight. Here's Barnes. Barnes cuts it into the corner for Edwards. Good defense there from Joy. Poked it away for a second. It was picked up by Balch. And now we get a timeout by Eastern. I don't think Coach Lloyd's happy with the ball movement of his squad, as we'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Teamwork and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family? Shauna Stump State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on. Be reliable heating and cooling. Airclass Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Airclass, comfort you can count on. Our Carpet One
Tell them they can crush those late night months.
We bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time.
Stuart, Ohio. Federal Hocking trailed by 16 right now, 56-40. And it is a 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in this fourth quarter. The Eagles trying to pad their lead on this possession. Nice feed inside, all the way back to Edwards. A little bit too strong there from Lloyd, though. Forced Edwards a bit outside when he could have had a three potentially. Now Lloyd got Cottrell on him outside. Cottrell's had a tough assignment. He's done a pretty solid job at limiting him, but Lloyd has still gotten his just because he is a very talented player there on the outside. Lloyd slashing inside, and I think he expected a bit more contact there. Fired one off the glass. That was no good. Joy taking it back the other way for the Lancers into the corner for Haynes. Haynes inside to Rudder. Nice ball movement all the way out to Cottrell for three. That's no good. Rebound. Nice one there by Rudder. Cottrell inside. Joy. No good again. Another rebound. This time it's fought for and won by Balch. And it's going to be an over and back there on Balch as he was able to bring it back up the floor. Stepped his back foot as he was trying to pass the ball off. So it's still 56-40. 3:45 to go in this fourth quarter as the Eagles look to inch closer towards a 7th win of the season. And it would be a win that would get them back to 500 at conference. There's still very much an opportunity for this Eastern team to finish second. And, well, maybe if they can get Southern on a bad day, maybe they could force a comeback. There's another offensive rebound by Rudder, but the shot comes up a little short. Rudder's got 6 boards for the Lancers. Still 56-40. Back outside, this is Lane Atha into the corner for Balch. Balch inside, now back to Atha. And Edwards again. Edwards back to Lane Atha. Edwards into the corner for Lloyd. He's got Cottrell on him. Lloyd Almost lost it to Joy, and then Joy one poke too many there on the inside. That will be a third foul on Cam Joy. Ezra Harris comes back in for Brody Rudder. .259, so we're under 3 minutes to go here. Eastern closing in on their second straight win. They got a tight victory over Trimble a week ago today. Back over in Reedsville. That was a 6-2-1. And when you look at the last 3 games this Eastern team has played, I talked about it earlier about how tight the games have been this season. Their last 3 games, it was January 16th, a 2-point loss at Belpre. January 20th, a 1-point loss at Point Pleasant over in West Virginia. And then back a week ago today on the 23rd, it was that 62-61 win at Trimble. So they've played nail-biters. As there's a nice offensive rebounded finish, courtesy of Jay Stevens. And the Eagles now inching closer and closer to that victory with 2:35 to go. Bray puts up a 3, that's no good. And Stevens knocks the rebound out of bounds off of Balch. And it will be Lancer inbound. A nice round of applause there from the Eastern bench as they're applauding Stevens' effort on that last play. Joy into the corner for Blake for 3. That one's no good. Rebound is tipped to Balch, who's got his 6th board of the night. Here's Colton Lloyd. He's got Cottrell. Bray looking at him as well. Slicing inside was Edwards. Now he gets it back out to Altha. Atha swings it all the way into the corner for Lloyd. Lloyd inside to Edwards. Those two, telepathic connection. We're going to get a timeout by Greg Lloyd. Eastern, 20 points to the good. They are looking more and more like a team that can compete here in the postseason. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need it. Think Holzer first.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, windows, siding.
Victory, 2:02 to play. They up by 20, 60-40. Again, this was a game at halftime. For those of you who are just catching the end of this one, it was a 29-28 lead for Federal Hocking at the end of the first half. And in the ensuing 10 minutes of game action, it has been all Eastern Eagles. They've done a fantastic job. 12 minutes plus, and they have been dominant. Cottrell with a long 3. That's good. Parking lot make there from Mosiah Cottrell. 63-40. The Lancer lead. Or excuse me, the Eagle lead. Eagles now set to just get their offense rolling. Couple of the fresh faces off the bench. Devin Tingler is into the game. Rex Suttle. As there is a shot from Suttle that goes up and in, and the crowd loves it. 62-43. Joy fires one into Bray. Spinning, no good. Rebound is eventually secured by Balch, and we're going to get another quick timeout here just for the bench to get emptied here for Eastern. Lane Atha will check out. Colton Lloyd is already checked out. Ethan Edwards. Edwards finishes with 19. Barnes with 20. And Lloyd finishes with 12. So a full team effort for Eastern, especially in this second half. Just a phenomenal job. As, again, Barnes was the sharpshooter from 3. He hit 3 threes as well. Had some really nice shots in the mid-range, too.
Yeah, I mean, the team as a whole just started making, like, really high-level plays.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and they really all seem to be on the exact same page in the second half about where everyone else is on the court, how or what I need to do to make sure we get points, no matter who gets those points.
Absolutely, and the Lancers have been really just, they were in this game, they were red hot from beyond the arc in that first half, or in that second half, I should say, and they hadn't really been able to get that rolling, keep it rolling in the second half, as we get the bench emptied here for the Lancers as well.
And a big part of that was Gabe Bray's foul trouble.
Yeah. He was a big part of that spacing. You're 100% right.
And he was a lot of their points in the first quarter.
Tristan Bowers, Skylar Lucas into the game, Gage Seeley for the Lancers. This is Devin Tingler getting it back over. And nice rebound there by the Eagles. As we get a three here that's up and no good. Eastern bench all on their feet for that one. As now the Lancers get it quickly on the run out, put it up, no good on that shot was Bowers. Rebound gets and secured by the Lancers, and it's Hunt Cataline Weekly, the freshman, putting that one up and in. 24 seconds to go. Fired inside, spinning, finish doesn't go, rebound bouncing around. Picked up eventually by Caleb Abner, and we get a foul on the end line by the Lancers. They got that one, at least a foul on Bowers. Abner will inbound. Abner gets it inside to Blaze Gilmore. Gilmore can't get it up and in. Rebound picked up by the Lancers. 7 seconds to go. Knocked around. Lucas with the steal. Lucas takes it away again, putting it up, floating no good, and that will do it. As the Eagles pick up their second straight win, they improve to 7-12 on the year, 4-4 in the TVC-Hocking with a 62-45 victory over Federal Hocking. We'll step aside one final time. We'll wrap things up here for the second half and the matchup as the Eagles come out on top once again tonight. Final thoughts when we come back. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105.
Need a contractor you can count on? One call, we do it all. At J&K Contracting in Albany, Ohio, we bring 30 years of experience to every job. Licensed and insured, we handle it all. Complete home builds, room additions, deck designs, concrete work, roofing, window siding, and excavating services. Call J&K Contracting today at 740-698-3521 and let's get to work.
Tri-County Career Center helps students build real skills for real careers. For adults, career development
services
certification programs can help you reskill, upskill, or start something new fast. High school juniors and seniors can jumpstart their futures with hands-on training in healthcare, construction, media, and more. And of course, there's always fun to be had too. Visit tricounty.cc today.
Got a hankering for some food with authentic flavor? Your destination is Cajun Island at the Bridge in Carbon Hill, the new home of the award-winning blackened chicken with bow tie pasta. From the moment you walk in, you're welcomed by a relaxed, friendly atmosphere and a mouth-watering aroma of dishes made with true Cajun heart. It's perfect for group gatherings, family dinners, or a flavorful takeout night. Don't taste what everyone's talking about. The Cajun Island at the Bridge. Delicious Cajun cuisine, generous portions, and friendly service right here in Southeast Ohio.
At the heart of our community and cheering along with you, Merchants National Bank has been your local bank for over 145 years. Just like your team on the field, we're committed to hard work, teamwork, and supporting our community. Whether you're saving for your future, buying your first home, or growing your business, Merchants National Bank is here to help you reach your goals. Stop by our branch on Stimson Avenue and talk to Beth, Mark, or Greg. Merchants National Bank, a real community bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Looking for insurance tailored to you and your family?
Recognize credentials in fields like nursing, HVAC, networking, and
State Farm in Athens offers auto, home, life, business, and more, all personalized to your needs. Call 740-593-6882 or visit 328 West Union Street for a free quote. Shauna Stump, protection you can count on. Be reliable heating and cooling. Air Claws Heating and Cooling has you covered. From furnaces to AC generators to fireplaces and indoor air quality, we keep your home comfortable all year. Call 740-448-7278 or visit us at 24 State Street. Air Claws, comfort you can count on. At Carpet One Floor and More in Athens, we bring your flooring vision to life. From carpet to hardwood to vinyl, our experts are here to help you find the perfect fit. Visit 7 Pomeroy Road or call 740-331-4309 for your free estimate. Carpet One, quality you can stand on.
Whether you're on the go or there's just not enough time in your day, Holzer is making care more convenient for you. Don't feel like leaving the house for healthcare? Don't. Holzer Virtual Care for when and where you need
here
it.
From Stewart. As we take a look back at some of the highlights from this matchup. Again, the Lancers came out firing. Gabe Bray hit that three. That was one of a number of three-pointers that the Lancers hit in the first half. Dylan Haynes here trying to set the offense. Nice kick into the corner. There's that three from Blake. He hit a few of those, had three of them. And then, again, as you see, you look at the score, man, remember what this game ended as Eastern got that run out. Barnes is going to be our Tri-County Career Center player of the game. We'll talk about that in just a second. But again, the threes just kept raining down in that first half, and they really dried up in the second for the Lancers, Noah.
Yeah, and a huge part of that was Gabe Bray's,
yep.
Sorry, his foul trouble. He had 4 by the first minute of the third quarter and just could not play, and he was making a lot of those threes early on.
And then here, as you see in the second half, towards the end of that first half, they got that momentum again. The Lancers led by as many as 9, but this momentum right here at the end of the first half, Lloyd had a couple big buckets. The Eagles were able to get it back to just a 1-point game at the half. There was that awkward little shot there. And you see there, then they take the lead back, 32-29. And then in the second half, Joy did what he could. He actually ended up leading with 15 points for the Lancers, but then the onslaught began. Here's another three from Barnes, who hit a number of those tonight. And then the Eagles and Lancers would trade blows a little bit back and forth. There's a steal inside. Lloyd did a little bit of everything tonight. There was a beautiful feed inside to Edwards, who also had 19 points. Lloyd, again, too easy inside. And again, you see here the playmaking ability of Colton Lloyd. As again, this one just bounces back to Edwards. Tough finish behind the back, up and over. And again, Eastern just turned that screw in the second half. That's the big difference. They found another level that I don't think the Lancers were fully able to keep up with.
Yeah, I think a big part of their success, of the Lancers' success defensively in the first half, was not letting Lloyd get comfortable, and they were double and triple teaming him, but then that really opened things up for Derek Barnes to just get moving, and they could not ignore Barnes anymore and had to take some of the pressure off of Lloyd.
Yeah, Barnes, Edward, and Lloyd combined for over 50 points in this game. So, again, the three main contributors. We're going to give the Tri-County Career Center player of the game to Derek Barnes. 20 points, 3 rebounds, and he did it in a variety of ways. Hit 4 threes, got to the hoop, had some, you saw just a few seconds ago, if you're watching on the stream in this highlight compilation, the really nice fadeaway jumper from beyond the arc, or from inside the arc, as, again, the Eagles just found, like I said, that second level that I don't think the Lancers were quite able to keep up with. As we round out these highlights with a nice run-out finish here by the and a good fight back and finish there on the inside by a couple of Lancers. Looked like that was Hunt Cataline Weekly getting the late finish there. That's a great name. Really rolls off the tongue. As again, that'll just about wrap things up here from inside the arena in Stewart. Once again, our Tri-County Career Center player of the game is going to go to it's going to go to Derek Barnes, number 13 for the Eagles, 20 points, 3 boards, in a big-time win for the Eastern Eagles. But that'll wrap things up here from the arena in Stewart. Final score, once again, it is Eastern 62, Federal Hocking 47. You're listening to the Athens County Game of the Week on Pure Rock 105. Have a great night, everybody. We will see you next week for more hoops.
Thank you so much for watching the Athens County Game of the Week. Tune in next time where we'll see you on the court. Thank you so much for watching the Athens County Game of the Week. Tune in next time where we'll see you on the court.